Holy red eyes after a shower.
Yo, Retro, you look like that crackhead from Boogie Nights that dances around singing Sister Christian. The fuck you doing?
What am I doing? Well, I've had two people in the last couple days asking me about Ertl Authentics. What is the authentic part? What's the good part about it? I'm always mentioning how awesome the Authentics chargers are. So we're going to get into Authentics, and I'm going to show you how awesome they could be not on a charger, but on a different car for once. Now my question, what are you doing? You're right, I was dancing around singing Sister Christian smoking in the washroom. But what were you doing hanging around checking out another dude in the washroom? Should I start calling you Grimace? Okay guys, this episode, it's not an episode of Retro Collectibles Crack It because we're not doing a regular unboxing of a car. Well, we're going to be taking a car out of a box and checking it out, but it's to check out the Authentics details. We're going to check out several Authentics cars just to show people, newer collectors or people that are just unsure, what is so awesome about the Ertl Authentics line. This line right here. But first, we got to go get Willie DeWitt because he's our live studio audience today. I figure I'll bring you guys for a ride. We could chat on the way. So guys, as I mentioned, we're going to go over cars from the Ertl Authentics American Muscle Authentics line. Now, I've had a couple people asking me lately because I've been mentioning them in videos. When I was a new collector, I used to get them confused with the Elite Collection. I think it was called by Ertl. Big difference between the Elite Collection or the Elite line and the Authentics line. And we're going to show you what makes these Authentics so special today. And not just with my favorite Authentics, which are the Dodge Chargers. We're going to show you on other car as well. So right now we're going to go pick up our live studio audience, maybe pick up some Jug Up, and then we're going to get right into it. Check it out guys, downtown Stony Crizzle, we got some of the white stuff coming. You walked into my video. We haven't had much snow this year. Luckily we don't usually get much, knock on wood. We almost completely avoided winter last year. Hopefully we don't get dumped on now. I think I got some footage actually guys. Before the end of this video I'm going to show you guys. My hometown is Sault Ste. Marie. I always say how bad the winters are up there. I think I'm going to show you guys a little clip of it. A lot different. And it's not during a storm, it's just regular snow. I guess they had it since the end of November. Brutal. About to go up scenic Stony Creek Mountain, so I'll show you guys the view going up the hill here. If you can call it a mountain. Stony Creek Mountain, guys. Figured I'd give you guys a little view of it. This can get pretty sketchy in bad weather. Luckily we have good weather, although it is a little bit windy out here. And as you can see, people fly up this hill. It's still in city limits. We're not on a highway, so I don't know why they're all doing like 100. Nice coming down it at night. Nice view. Slowpoke. more to go. You know what, guys? We got a Wally right around the corner here, and it's the best Wally in town for diecast. It's the Rimo Walmart. I have been hunting lately. I need a case of Pepsi because I think you've seen with that last mishap, I bought a case of what I thought was Pepsi, and it's Pepsi friggin' Zero. So we got to get Will, Mr. DeWitt. And we made a wrong turn, so I think we're gonna get Will and go to Wally. Get some Pepsi and crazy glue and jug up and check the die cast. But first, we have to get out of here and go the right direction. And back out and not get clipped. Okay, now we're on the right track. We'll pick up Willie DeWitt and then we'll check out the good diecast Walmart before we go check out some authentics. Hey guys, just about to pull into the Rimo Walmart. I'm talking about this all the time. It's the for the Hamilton best diecast. Probably they get like diecast shipments like multiple times a week. Like if I lived around here, guys, woof. But I don't live close to this one. Not too close anyway, like 15-minute drive. That's not close enough. So, but whenever I'm in the area, you know I'm gonna check. That's kind of neat. Nothing at Rimo really, guys, but like anywhere else, you gotta be here at the proper time. See, it's funny, all these, you pluck the cherry out and then those will sit forever and ever. They got the new Batmobile, some boulevards. I'm surprised I'm seeing boulevards left over on the pegs this year. You don't usually ever see that, but this still has a lot more than a lot of the other stores. Some 2-packs, guys, but nothing. This is a store, like I said, you gotta come right at stock time because guys come, they do what I do. They come right early in the morning when it opens. So. Nothing here, guys. Okay, guys, I think we're done here. We're gonna get some Pepsi and some crazy glue and go home and check some authentics. That's what I mean, guys. License to print money. When I started collecting these 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I was chasing this through the store. It was a new one, and here it is again, exactly the same all these years later. Same card, same everything. Over and over and over. Oh, check this out, guys. We spotted a car we gotta show you. Check that thing out, eh? It's actually a legit car, like goes on the road. It's not like one of those wheelchairs, it's a real car. Crazy. Smaller than a smart car. Check it out, guys. It's all fired up about to pull out over there. The headlights are on, everything. It's a real car. Got one of these, guys. I'll show you what it's for when we get home. Yeah. They had no crazy glue. One of the things I learned, don't buy no name brand crazy glue. It's garbage. We're gonna have to go to Dollarama and get it. See you guys at home. Look, there it is, guys. See, that is not like a mobility scooter. That's a real car. That's weird though, guys, because like Willie DeWitt just pointed out, it doesn't have any sort of license plate on it. Look at this, it's gonna go out on the road. It's gonna go out on the street without a plate. Look at this. Look at this. It's out on the road driving around, no plate. He's got a good sound system in that too. Shit, there's traffic. Damn it. But yeah, they make mobility scooters, like you can get them with heaters and everything now. That ain't no mobility scooter. That's like an actual car, guys. Look at it go. He's gonna get pit. First cop that sees him though, he's gonna get pinched for sure with that. They're already not big fans of stuff with like I remember the e-bikes and stuff when they came out. There was a loophole with the e-bikes that as long as you kept the pedal on them, you could say that it was a moped, I guess, or something, then you didn't need a license or whatever. If you take the pedal off, then you're in for a lot of fines. That's in Canada here anyway, but having the pedal on it was a loophole at one point when they first came out. I drove an e-bike once when they first came out. A guy that I knew ended up getting one, and I felt like a complete idiot. Put on the turn signal and it goes beep, 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 and everybody could hear it. And I'd go up an incline, like not even a hill, an incline, and I was like 200 pounds at the time, and I'd be going like 5 kilometers an hour, and everybody would be staring at me. Oh, it was awesome. Okay guys, just gonna check the Dollarama out, then we're going home, I promise. And I'm not gonna bore you guys in there unless we see something cool. Old school. Okay guys, just a quick tip. Saturday showing you guys some tip days. This right here, this is one of those easels, mini easels. It comes with one of these, you get replacements. We don't paint, so we're gonna toss that away. What we use that for is this. For taking pictures, and they work awesome. Like, it's working with the protector, it works without the protector. But check that out guys, tell me that doesn't won't take a clean photo. You're not just leaning the car on something either. Dollar Tree guys. Okay, so we made it back to the Cowie Diecast Museum, guys. I've been mentioning in videos about authentics, Ertl authentics, American Muscle authentics. What's the big deal about these? Now, the reason I'm going to explain this is because I used to get confused because there's so many different grades of these Ertls and American Muscles. Like, you've got these Elite editions that are numbered. Those are nice and everything, but I used to get those confused with them. You got the regular ones, you got the 50 years of Hemi or whatever it is. More regular ones, these are regular ones. But some are more detailed than others. The other day I seen in the Canadian 1/18 scale diecast group, there was I'll see if I can get a picture of it up actually. There was a red Dodge Charger and it was an Authentics, just gorgeous. The guy had it for 130 bucks and it was up there for a day or two, and I was like, I cannot believe nobody's buying that. Like, they would pay $150 for just a regular one in the box. Like, I understand it. I think it might have had a box. Let's see here. So guys, I was wrong. It did have a box, but that's what I'm talking about, shopping around, bang for the buck. That's the quality you get with Ertl Authentics. $130, plumbed and wired engine, working suspension. Look for that symbol on the bottom of the car, guys, on the left. But I'm going to show you the detailing you get. So instead of paying $130 for just a plain Jane like that, nothing wrong with it, but I mean, it's plain. People get excited and pull the trigger quick, I know, but I'm going to show you what to look for. That way you can maybe hold on to your money and wait for one of these more special guys. So let's have a close look. The Chargers are my favorite. I'm going to show you the Chargers shortly. Let's see something a little bit different though. We know what they do with the Chargers, the General Lee. I just showed you the red Charger. Let's check out a Mustang and see what they put into one of those guys. Okay guys, like I said, usually we explore the 68 to 70 Charger with the Authentics casting because that is my favorite, okay? Doing something a little bit different. We're gonna explore a Mustang to see what kind of magic. We know that they knock it out of the park with Chargers. I'm going to show you what they do with other cars, that it's not just a one-off with the Chargers. I'll read to you. It's a 65 Ford Mustang 2x2 Fastback American Muscle Authentics. American Muscle Authentics, Ertl Authentics, pretty well the same thing. Those of you guys that are regular viewers, one of my favorite cars is my Bullet Charger. It's an unlicensed Bullet Charger, but it's an American Muscle Authentics. One of 752. So yeah, this just boasts super details. It's got small writing. Exterior, diecast body opening, hood, doors, and trunk. realistic headlights and taillights, retractable radio antenna, highly polished electroplated chrome parts. Interior, steering wheel, front wheels turned together, sliding bench seat and folding seat back, rear or back seat opens to trunk compartment. Oh, so you could fold the back seat down to make it like a... So here we go. Here's the good stuff. Engine, detailed 289 cubic inch engine with diecast oil pan and transmission. Oh, that's cool. Soft heater hoses, separate battery and cables, full engine compartment labels and decals. I always say when I'm looking at the engines, you know a good one when they look like they're put together with individual parts. These are the details that set this apart from others, guys. From say a Maisto or a regular Ertl. Undercarriage, working front and rear suspension, working drivetrain with rotating rear wheels and drive shaft. I was wondering if it was going to have that rotating drive shaft. But like, this is about bang for the buck, guys, because if you're like me and you buy cars used on Marketplace, you can get cars for between $80 or $130, you know what I mean? For a 68 to 70 Charger or a Super B or a Super Bird. But knowing the difference in the quality and the different grades, it's good to know what you're getting. So if you see something like this guy for $130, you know what it is and you can dive on it. That sat for sale for a couple days, I think. I sent it to a couple buddies. I couldn't believe that nobody had snapped it up like right away because of what it was. Maybe a lot of people don't recognize it, or maybe a lot of guys in that group have an Authentics Charger already, because those guys in the Canadian 118 group, not only are they very knowledgeable old school guys, a lot of them, but they have giant collections. And this is one, guys, that we're gonna have to open from the other side and give it a push. Doesn't happen often, but this one is being stubborn. So sometimes you gotta open both sides and give it a push. That way you're not just trashing the box. Because we know the box is your curb appeal. And I'm gonna show you guys at the end of the video, provided I remember, how those acrylics look. We've been talking about the putting 118 cars in their boxes in acrylic cases. And Glenn put a couple in yesterday, and I'll show you just how they look. Guys, what is going on with this? Mother effer. We got it. 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 And we have a live studio audience, like I said. He doesn't talk because he's paranoid, but he's sitting over here. Willie DeWitt, he's gonna learn about Authentics. So first thing we see is, one thing I say about Ertl, guys, when they do black, I love it. The black on the 55 American Graffiti, a beautiful deep black. I love it. Dom's car, the Fast and Furious Charger, they just do a beautiful black, like a triple black almost, like a deep, deep black. Wow, this has weight to it, guys. And the paint is beautiful on it. A little bit dusty, but wow, if you guys could feel how smooth that is. Yeah. This is when I'm wearing gloves so I don't get fingerprints, guys. I can't describe the feeling in my hand. Like, even though I'm just holding it like that, it just feels quality. Like, the paint feels just smooth. Now, on the Chargers, the 68 to 70, the headlights rotate. You're gonna see that in a while, but I just want, this video is not about a Mustang unboxing, guys. It's about Authentics in general and just a hangout. So, but couple guys the last couple days asked me about authentic. Stretch was one of them. And Stretch actually got himself a couple of Authentics cars coming. So I wanted to show him how special they are. So let's start at the trunk. This thing, guys, the weight of it. Wow, it's beautiful. Ooh, trunk. Trunk has nice hinges, guys. I've never noticed that before. The trunk's got fancy hinges on it. It's not the old school Ertl hinges. So it does have a spare. It's got the tire with the knockoff in the back. These are about realistic details, guys. And like I said, bang for the buck. If you can get something like this instead of a Mustang with no details for the same price, the doors open. Very nice, guys. Very nice. Wow. Not auto art butter nice, but nice nonetheless. Now, guys, the interior. So these seatbelts aren't just molded plastic, as you could see. They're actual seatbelts, okay? And don't worry, Will, I'll let you have a look at this in a second. I like the chrome on the seat too, just for the little bit extra realism. Going right over this, guys, because they really knock it out of the park with these. For anybody wondering about Authentics, Willie Do It here was, Stretch was. So look at that, Stretch. That's what you're getting, buddy, with those two cars you just got. Those are the details. Be as good as one of your GMPs, they might even be a little bit better. You never know, but it's going to be up there. You didn't buy garbage, my friend. In fact, probably one of the more expensive General Lees out is an Authentics. It's a black General Lee. If I bought it, I'm not buying it for screen accuracy because obviously they didn't have a black General Lee. They had Happy Birthday General before it was General. But I mean, it's got headrests and it's got the wrong font and all that stuff. It looks awesome though, guys, but it's not authentic. Looks great in the box, so as you see here. But it's one of the more expensive General Lees. The most expensive one. You guys know what it is. I believe it is. Anyway, the most expensive is a 118 is the gold guy right there. They also made a gold. They did them all in gold, I think, because there's a gold Barris Munsters coach for sale on Marketplace right now for $1,000 or $1,200. The General Lee though, gold, thousands, guys. So one more thing. Just wanted to check that glove box, but look, I love the black and white interior too, guys. So before we look under the hood, let's have a look under here. Oh, so firstly, guys, the wheels turn beautiful. Look at that steering mechanism. They turn beautifully, okay? But rotating drive shaft, guys. Just those details, like they take care of the details. Like when the car is sitting there, you're not going to see details like that, but it's important to them. Even the back seat folds down, so it turns the trunk into like a cargo space, more of a cargo space. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, so the front seats, the buckets fold forward. Actually got a hinge on the back seat. Wow. So guys, I never did this before. So it's got a hinge on the back seat. I said, wow, am I going to be able to do that? My hand's pretty small. Yes. Folds right over. Boom. And I got big hands, guys, but oh my goodness, look at that. Folds over in 3 folds. Like I had to boom, boom, but my finger actually fit back there. Let's see if I could put it back though. Putting it back, oh! That is awesome, guys. It's effortless. Like there's no way to, because it's a tight space, right? Like I thought before when I read that, how are we going to do that? Oh, one more. Okay, so that's completely up. I want it completely down though because it looked good. Goes back to the seat position. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is cool, guys. You guys will see this better on the look-see set, but that is awesome and not complicated and not sketchy. Doesn't feel like it's gonna bust off in your hands. Like, what's the car I'm thinking of that I get? It's a real expensive car, and one of my real good cars, when I do one of the parts on it, it feels like it's gonna snap off every time. Oh, Joyride Night Rider, when you do the ejecto seat, it's all plastic parts and you got to push it down and everything and let it snap into place. And it feels every time like you're going to snap it. This does not feel like that at all. It's got metal hinges. This thing is beautiful. What do you say we look under the hood, guys? And don't forget, I'm going to show you some Authentics chargers, couple. But we're going to take pictures of this, guys, just to show the details of Authentics in photographs. This is going to take some hella glamour shots. Have a look at that. That's the detail. And that, that's so easy to do, Will. I'm going to let you do it, and just the way it feels cool. Okay, guys, I'm going to get the look-see set up here. Look at that, guys. I cannot wait to see the pictures that takes. Of course, it's got no paint rash, and that black paint. For some reason, Ertl, I love your black paint. The 55 Chev, Dom's Charger, I'm thinking about another black Ertl that I seen that I was in love with. But the black paint on the 55 is gorgeous. But this thing, guys, everything about it, and I'm not a big fan of these Mustangs, but if you're a guy that loves this car the way that I love 68 to 70 Chargers and all that, you need one of these, for sure, 100%. You gotta get one. Maybe not this color, maybe get a color that you like, but definitely get an Authentics Mustang. I cannot say enough about this black paint, guys. I've got her lit right up here so we could see it nicely. Don't you dare roll off. So even the trunk has the special hinges, guys. You could see the little jack warning on the lid of the trunk. But even those hinges, look at that. That is the detailing right down to the friggin' hinges on it. And that close is nice, guys. Gotta be careful with this guy because she just wants to roll. It's another thing too, guys. This thing rolls like a friggin' soapbox car. Wants to go. So just trying to show you guys the no shaky interior here. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Wow. You can see the little grooves on the pedals even. Look at that crap. See if I could zoom in a bit more even for you. No, I can't. We'll get a closer look. Just putting her over this way, guys. These seat belts, again, are not molded. They're actual, you could see, real seat belts. Even the material that they're made of, if you look at it, you could see the camera focusing on it. Look at the side of the door, guys, right here. The tags and everything on it. Wild. And that, I could be wrong, but is that door magnetic maybe? It could be. It closes beautiful, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's, or maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. Closes beautiful though, guys. And you guys, I'm really looking forward to glamour shots of this car, guys. This car is gonna smoke. So there you go. If you see American Muscle Authentics, Ertl Authentics, it's got the box in perfect condition and you can afford it, grab, guys. Even that window crank, it makes me believe that there's a window that wants to be rolled up, but no window. No surprise. The crank actually moves, by the way, guys. FYI. Wow. Even the pattern on the door, guys. Look at this. Where the crank and everything is. They put the different pattern in the insert there. That is awesome. And I got you, you bugger. You're not rolling nowhere. We're going to give this a little dusting, too, before the glamour shots. Needs a wipe down. But just gorgeous, guys. Let's see the hood. Under the hood. Hey, guys. Here's the good part. Voila, guys. Feast your eyes on that. Look at that. That's probably one of the better engines I've seen in a Mustang. I hate to say it, but I think that has more realistic look than my Shelby Collectibles Eleanor. Beg my pardon, but look at that. I cannot wait to see the pictures this sumbitch is going to take. And you know how I always say, oh, they could have did the battery terminals, blah, blah, blah. Look at that, guys. Nothing needs to be done there. That black paint, guys. Wait till you see the pictures this thing is going to take. Then I'm going to show you a couple Authentics chargers. Don't worry, I don't want you to fall asleep. I'm not going to start unboxing more cars. I'm just going to give you guys a quick glance at the chargers. Music to match the era, guys, but look at that black paint and the white interior. I love the interior, the white with the black. But this is these Authentics details, guys. Look at that engine bay. Oh my goodness. Even the trunk, it's got the jack instructions. But these are right up there with the high detailed ones, like my favorite GMP, the green one, all that. Look at the interior, guys. Hard to say what the best part of this car is. Like usually I say it's the engine bay. This one here, I love that back seat, what it does. That's crazy. Look at the photo it takes, guys. Jeez, looks wet. Boom. Okay, so like I mentioned, guys, that thing's a beauty, isn't it? But like I mentioned, before we go, I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite chargers, also done by Authentics. Okay, guys, like I always say, if you're going to get a 68 to 70 charger, if you can make it an Authentics charger, they're the best of the best for quality and detail. I'm always talking about it in videos. I've been asked about Authentics. That's why we did the deep dive. And I just wanted to show you the Mustang, just to show you that it's not just a one-off with these chargers. When Authentics does it, they do it awesome. But here's a look for those of you that have never seen it. This is by Auto World Silver Screen Machines. See the hood hinges even. I love that sound. But there's that battery with the battery cables. That is what you call fully plumbed and wired, guys. That is details. And those headlights rotate up or down. Now, General does have working suspension as well. It's got the spinning drive shaft. Now this guy here, sorry about the shaky camera work, guys. This guy here is one of my favorites in the house. This is an American Muscle Authentics, non-licensed bullet charger. Now, the original Ertl charger, the wheels are wrong because in the movie they actually used hubcaps and not rims because the hubcaps flew off the car. So they made it with the authentic hubcaps. Now, the only thing that's not like the movie is if you notice the license plate, it says "Chase Me." So that's not movie accurate, clearly. But right down to the trunk with that pattern in the trunk and everything, that's the details you get with these suckers here. Here's those headlights, how they look when they're rotated down. If you do it, always use a plastic tool to do it. Metal will take the chrome finish off it. You don't want that, obviously. Under the hood of this guy. And again, guys, there's that beautiful black, that Ertl black, eh? But fully plumbed and wired again, authentics, guys. Right there. Ooh, I can actually show you the interior a little bit better on this one because the doors on it open. They're not welded. That's weird. They're not welded shut like the General. Check that out, guys. That is detail. Show you from the passenger side too. Oh, there's another detail I forgot to tell you guys. Can't leave that open. Opening, closing glove box. So remember, guys, look for that logo either on the bottom of the car if it's a loose car or on the box, or just look for the details if it's got a rotating drive shaft or whatever. Get that bang for your buck. $130 somebody got that for the other day. Canadian, of course. Okay, guys, before I say goodnight and have a good Saturday evening, collector's tip. So these are like an investment, diecast cars, okay? Like, they're not cheap. Some of them are not cheap. Like, that's probably a $250 car right there, okay? You want to protect them, and at the same time, you want to display them. You could either display them loose, but sometimes they look good in the box. Or sometimes you want to protect, well, not sometimes, you want to protect the box all the time because it's part of your investment and curb appeal. It's part of the money you're going to get back if you ever have to sell, okay? So we discovered, we were saying last summer, wouldn't it be nice, because some of these boxes are nice, like for example, my charger, it's got one of 752. That's the charger, by the way, I just showed you, the black one, this guy here. With this box. That box looks nice, got a nice sticker on it. Wouldn't it be nice to put that all in a box and protect or I'll be able to display it and protect the whole thing? So the Hobby Lobby acrylic cases, guys, that I keep talking about, this is how these, some of them, not all of them, guys, most standard 1 of 18 scale boxes will fit, okay? Most of them. Good thing about these, they're UV resistant, as you could see. Dust stays the hell out of them. It doesn't shake around. They're a perfect fit. Now these are not the 1 of 18 scale one, guys. The 1 of 18 scale ones are smaller than this, and you would display just the car, like Glenn's got a bunch of them up there. This is a larger 1 of 12 scale, okay? So the larger 1 of 12 scale fits the entire box in its entirety. You get these from Hobby Lobby. And you want to know another good thing about these? Check this out. Now, I'm always paranoid, guys, about stacking the cars. All it takes is a little bit too much weight or whatever and crunch your box, crunch the plastic. Check this out. Ta-da! stack them to the ceiling 20 high. Well, stack them to where they're not going to fall over, guys. But you get the point. They're made to be stacked. Like they kind of interlock into one another, as you could see. But they're not falling anywhere, and they don't look bad either, guys, do they? And don't forget, that was collector tip 2, guys. These little easel things, get them at the Dollar Tree. Originally, they come with this little thing for painting, and you could get these blank, just these. So you could keep the easel, but I keep it because it's perfect for this. And that's a big protector and a big car, guys, and it's sturdy. It's not falling over, and it looks good in pictures. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and I hope you enjoyed our little bit of a, well, not a deep dive, maybe a shallow dive into the Ertl Authentics and American Muscle Authentics, just to see the details you're getting, and that way if you see one for sale, you know it's a gem and you could snap it up if it's a good price. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You know what I'm going to say? Give this guy an old hammer for me. While you're at it, you gotta make sure, gotta make sure, guys, that you hit that bell notification button, because that means you'll get my most recent videos, not all the old ones, all my new ones. And as always, guys, take care, be safe, and happy hunting.